Hey Leo, I hope you guys are doing amazing. Happy Saturday. We're going to tap into your energy today, take what resonates, of course. Thank you all for your support. You're very forgiving with how MIA I've been, so I really appreciate y'all. I'm not trying to cry, but like I will get all emotional. I've been all over the place, so that full moon is coming up. It's like that whatever eclipse situation happening. So there's just a lot of things happening in the world right now. The energy for the energetic field is kind of off the charts in a sense, kind of like the Schumann resonance has been just kind of doing its thing too. Anyway, there's so many things, frequencies, changes, shifts, Anyway, I'm feeling everything, so I'm very sensitive to all of it. And it's definitely like making me go inward more and doing more healing, more self-work, more facing shadows, because I mean really I want to see everybody heal and improve. So the more I do it, the more it leaves room for others to do it as well, And I trust in God in every aspect because He's always pulled me through everything, and He's answered me. He's given to me so many beautiful blessings. He's rewarded me, and I mean, even I've had, bad behavior, and I've had to work on that. And there's so many things in life, like I'm just trying to be nonchalant, non-reactive, non-judgmental a lot. I've never been really truly judgmental. I've caught myself a few times, but I've always taken accountability for it, because I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be doing that. I don't fit into the world, really. I do not. I just don't participate in the lower level unhealed energy anymore. It's not for me, I don't feel any attachment to it. It was pretty easy to disconnect after finding out what it does, to our spiritual atmosphere. There's a lot of damage. So it's just I'd rather float in peace and harmony and be tranquil. I don't like drama. I don't like chaos. I don't like BS. Really, I don't like liars. I don't like people who can see the lesson right in front of their face yet refuse to, not repeat the pattern. They don't want to change. So the next lesson is going to be this exact same because they didn't learn, and it's just going to be harder. And it's hard to watch people keep going through that. Anyways, we got? Judgment and reversal. So yeah, y'all are seeing the same thing then. That's why we're talking about it. So you do feel the same way. You see a lot of people being judgmental, but it's a reflection of themselves. Like how they feel about someone else is literally speaking out loud how they feel about themselves. That's how I feel about me. I feel like I'm a mirror for people. If you start to get defensive or angry at me for something I had said, you're not fighting with yourself. You are arguing with you. You are facing a part of yourself that you had limited yourself to become. Like that's how it feels, right? There's Virgo's energy, and we're in Virgo season. It's really all prominent. I love to find something here to give you a little bit deeper. Just people lacking the self-awareness is really real, and it's almost like they refuse to even be self-aware in a lot of predicaments, it seems, but a lot of people pleasing, it's obvious. Oh, the emperor is sitting tall up on his throne, the world in the reverse. Yeah, the emperor's not repeating. Yeah, that's what this is. You, Leo, you are not participating in the world. You don't want to be a part of what the world's got going on. Exactly. This is exactly what we were just talking about. That's why the world's in the reverse, because you don't want to be. That you live in a whole different realm, a whole different world, a whole different reality than these people do. You live in a real world instead of the illusionary real world. Okay, you know what actually matters. Okay, and these individuals that we see every day, most of the time, don't actually see what the true point of all of this is. Okay, and it's hard to see that. So you almost found yourself in a whole different reality, and you're actually owning that. You're responsible. You're accountable. You hold to your own in a lot of ways. Like you are your own authority. That is basically what self-authority, self-control. Because you know that if you lose control of self, others are going to control you. And yeah, that's exactly what's happened to all the people in the illusionary reality, because they have also fell to being controlled by other people because of people pleasing, right? There's attachments to it. There's obsessions, there's addictions. And addictions can be like, I'm addicted to love. I'm addicted to the way that you make me feel, like as a person, being addicted, right? Or obsessed. Oh, I'm so obsessed with you. I can't live without you. Like I need you. Possessive. Oh, you're not allowed to see anybody. You're not allowed to go anywhere. Like you can't participate in that kind of chaos and drama anymore. And you see the patterns of everybody. You guys have been reflecting upon different things in your past too, and I get it. I've been doing that so much as well. So I guess this is why we're doing this reading together. And why God was like, do Leo. And then said, do you believe in your dreams? And I was like, okay, you're right. I do. I know I did Leo the other day. So I was like, I'm trying to get everybody out there. But Leo was the one that was picked. So I was like, okay, we'll do him. Do Leo, And I can say that I really relate to you guys because in my 12th house is Leo. And during Leo season, your birthday season, Leo, I was, reflecting on that 12th house energy of dreams, and I was developing on all those things, and I was enhancing in so many ways. There's so many upgrades, etc. That's why I was having a hard time really doing a lot of different things. I was trying, like with that 12th house Leo energy, it motivates me. Oh man, speaking on this is a little bit difficult. God kind of wants me to watch how I say it, but yeah, there's things like that I really had to explore a little bit more, and there's so many ways I've been going about this year lately that I've been really trying to reflect deeper within the symbolism of planets and houses, and I'm really trying to test it out, testing the waters, put my toes in, see how it goes. And there's been so much heightened awareness in my own life. So with all that happening, it's like even having downloads and stuff like that, it drains you. It makes you feel like tired. You have to heal from healing. It's crazy, but it's true. You got Aries, and then you got Leo with the world, but Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus because of the fixed signs of the world. Chinese year's rooster, dragon. You guys are monkey, and then snake, tiger, and Chinese your pig as well. Could be significant here. The 6th house is actually the one that's activated right now, or the Mercury placement for you. So for me, in that sense, like the Mercury placement, I think is Virgo, but the 6th house for me is Aquarius. So right now I'm in that Aquarius energy, which is actually the opposite of you. But there's things that you're actually seeing too, of the opposite of what you used to believe in. So it's kind of like your eccentricity is changing up your own beliefs. And that's for the better good too, because it's like the part of the purpose that's been calling you and yearning for you and actually begging you to come in that direction instead, which is what you're doing with the authority you're holding here with the Emperor. You're leading your own way. And you know what? You're taking with you whoever is really willing to go with you. And you will help them along the way. You're like a guide, but you're also like a leader, an effective leader nonetheless. I'm really getting that King of Wands energy with this Emperor here, which is a part of Leo's energy as well as Cancer, but there's more of the fact that it's picking up in that stronghold. Now, the reason the Emperor would come out is because there's just a deeper meaning to what the King of Wands would have, so that's why it's flashing in my mind. 6 of Swords in the reverse means a personal transition. This is something you didn't have to share with anybody. You kind of just moved your own way, and you are noticing who has noticed you moving in your own direction. Those are the ones who seems to either have real care for you, or they have a sense of wanting to be like you, or they're jealous of you or envy for you, so they always want to watch your next move, etc. 7 of Swords is in reverse. This is you coming clean from the past, like totally leaving everything from the past and in the past. You don't take any of the dirt. You don't take any of the negativity. There's always a scenario, I think, of when it comes to this kind of situation. It's almost like if you were to go into, like a portal, right? If you're going to the portal, but you have something with you that the portal on the other side can't have, you're going to go through the portal, but it's going to drop whatever out of your hands. Okay? That's what's going to happen. You're like literally going through the portal, and all the baggage from the past is just going to be dropped, and you can't take it with you. Like it's too late. It's gone. And that's why this whole situation has been testing your detaching, skills, to see how well you can detach, because you're learning a lesson to letting go. So this is turning over a new leaf with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and that's an Aquarius energy too. Like, that's crazy that we were just talking about it. We just had the full moon in Aquarius during your Leo season too, so this could have been a lot of what was activating for you guys, and maybe even put the idea in your mind, because Aquarius is about ideas. The Lovers. For some of you, you may be in a relationship, and this is your partner that's actually following your lead at this time. Okay, and for those of you, whatever you are doing and putting yourself into this new, turning over a new page, there's love in this new era. And if you've been single for a while, whatever, there's new love, there's new experiences with expression, vulnerability, openness, like heart-to-heart conversation, so many beautiful things. Also, something about maybe a contract or an agreement you could be making, that's something you're very passionate for. And maybe you should kind of be cautious about. Chariot was in the reverse. There, you have the ability to really see through illusion. So when somebody's making an agreement with you, you would know how to utilize your own discernment, whether they are truly lying or truly being honest with you. Also, you would do a little bit more research on the situation before you truly made that agreement. Okay? The Queen of Cups is on the bottom. This could be the person that you're with, or this could be the person that you do decide to enter into this new era and find, and like you'll be searching, but like it's kind of like you'll be drawn to find one another, but you're kind of both yearning for one another to unite. But with the Queen of Cups, she's a very compassionate, kind, caring individual, and there's not one mean bone in their bodies. It's almost like they wouldn't even harm a fly or a spider. They would make you get the spider and move the spider. Like that's how compassionate they are, because their empathy runs deep. They understand that everything has a living soul inside of it. There is no such thing as a big soul or a little soul. We all have souls, and we all are just glowing the way that we're supposed to be. And nobody's bigger than the other, nobody's littler than the other. We're all equal. Now the Knight of Swords is like charging, taking action, direct communication as well. Three of Cups is coming out, and it landed on top of this situation. So you actually allowing yourself to like exit out of the illusionary reality of other people and what they're living in that world. You're in your own world, right? Three of Cups falling on top of the Emperor means that this is you leading your own path to find your own soul family. There's something about having to speak to. Number 3 is about communication. So there's a lot of social events that could be happening, and God doesn't want you to hesitate to communicate, to put yourself out there, to be Leo's confident self and start speaking on things that you really believe in. And you'll find your crew right then and there, because you'll see who's interested and you'll see who's not. They'll walk away if they're not, and they'll stay if they are. And then you'll find out more things too, because that's how you share things. That's how you experience other people's shared stories, right? You get to listen to someone else, and then their experience helps you to also figure out other experiences within your life. They have some kind of different way of seeing it. They have a different way of talking about it or relaying it out loud. So this would be you, like going within and also reflecting on those things and enhancing knowledge there, then and there. Like a computer, just all of a sudden the disk gets put in and everything gets put on over, and that's Cancer's energy too. Gemini, I do really see something for you guys happening. Okay, so like the full moon in Cancer and the full moon in Geminis, I do believe will be the Gemini one will be in the beginning of December, and the Cancer one will be in the beginning of January. So 2026 New Year area, right around there. Okay, so there could be really a significant time for the holidays for you guys. That's where the social activity could be happening a lot more. Again, personal transition has led you to this spot, to this place. Okay, so let's get a Osho's in for this. The dream. This is your dream coming to reality. It's a rebirth for you. Number 10, Leo's energy line. I mean, I guess God really put this together perfectly. He knew what he was doing. Okay, October 6th is going to be a day to be circling on your calendar. It could be something very specific happening on that day, which is actually a whole month away from today, from September 6th. So also something to do with maybe life path number 6 for some of you, and life path number 1 for some of you. And maybe something to do with 6 to 10 more days as well. But either way, I hope this helped you in any way it could. You're on the right path. You're doing what you need to be doing, and that's what God wanted you to know. And He wanted to help you see a little bit into the future of what to prep for. And yeah, you guys are doing very well. I'm very proud of you guys for stepping into your truth. And have a beautiful rest of your day.